Dre and Dave hit it hard in the dark, spinning tales from the void never bark. Movie shows, they tear apart. Dimensions clash, they ignite the spark. Couch debates, turn the volume up. Set the chaos, overflow the cup. Alien worlds and twisted scenes. Banter spreads like electric dreams. Outer dimensions, rival waves. Flying days set flames ablaze. Discussing bits and cosmic plays. Beyond the stars, they find their praise. They find their praise. Ripping through the
Hey guys, welcome back again to multiple channels. You guys know Dre the Geek Dad, the Collector Safe Space, Dave's Dimension, and of course the Outer Dimension Podcast. Yes, we are the Outer Dimension Brothers, the Brothers of Deconstruction, and we're not deconstructing any movies, any TV shows, music, or anything in pop culture. We're kind of addressing something within the toy tuber community. There's been a very dark blight, a dark time that's going on in toy tuber community, and we've seen a lot of people giving their own spins on it.
You're being very nice. You're being really nice.
Maybe even some people who are using it for content.
Okay. I can't. I love you, Dave. I can't.
Go ahead.
So, hi, people. It has been
a minute.
A fucking minute. Because it's been. And
America's Most Wanted. Hey, what's up going on?
Another North Carolinian. And it's kind of apropos that we have somebody from North Carolina chiming in on this. So Dave and I have talked about this, and I posted a short 26 views. 26 views 13 days ago. So for those of you that are alluding to why the title says KENTPOOL and thinking that Dave and I have cared not to do, I will preface this. I've had a fucking migraine all day. Did not feel good. My wife's not feeling good. We are all acclimating to new things, and I have not wanted to talk about this shit at all. Dave and I talked about this when the initial issue occurred, and I was in shock. I made a comment, and I was like, I'm going to leave it alone because I said my piece. But now there's people in other states making very loud comments, and they're screaming and pointing fingers, being very accusatory, dare I say being slanderous, dare I say borderline legal term, pushing the lines of defamation of character, and all for KENTPOOL. I'm going to say this flat out. Dave knows I don't care. YouTube can demonetize this video I don't give a shit.
I mean, neither of us monetize anyway, so it doesn't
exactly
matter.
So neither one of us gives a fuck anyway. So we're going to keep it a buck. If KENTPOOL did what he did, which we all know, I'm not going to revitalize that, but you know what, maybe I should, because people are going to think I'm trying to monetize myself off this. I want views. I want people. I don't care. I'm a dad. Hey, guess what? I'm a dad with 2 daughters. And I had my voice heard. And I actually had people locally, because again, if you don't live in my fucking state, don't talk about it. How about that? I live in the city he lived in. Went to the stores, knew the people. If myself and other YouTubers have not talked about him, why do I want to give credence to somebody that's been accused of pedophilia? Why? Do I care about being monetized? Do I care about that? I have a job. My wife has a job. There are other YouTubers here locally to me that have said not word one, that interacted with him many times at conventions, shows, considered him friend. And people are going out of their way. Yeah, Americas, I'm here in Charlotte, baby.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to go get monetized off of this. We're going to go keep getting subs because we're going to talk about it. I don't care. Dave and I have been talking on the phone for about an hour, and I've had a headache, and I was like, you know, he then sent me down a rabbit hole, and I start seeing all the YouTubers coming out about it, and they're all accusatory of who? Let's see, Big Dub. They're accusatory of Purple Gang Gang, Van and Jordan. Shout out to my brothers because they fucking made a great video live about this, addressing it, and I will support them for what they said. Because guess what? I don't support the behavior. They don't support it, but they said this crystal clear. They have real jobs. This isn't a job that pays my bills. If it did, I would laugh. This pays for nothing. And if you want to get big off YouTube, focus on the fucking plastic. Now, again, my state. Why is Purple Gang Gang getting hate? Because they knew him? Oh, wait. Let's attack Big Dub in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Because that's where he lives. So let's go attack Big Dub. Oh, let's go to Florida and go after Seth because Seth talked to him. Hell, go to New York and go after Sentry the Mad Collector. Let's go after
DJ.
Let's go after Sentry. Because Sentry, you know, again, and people will click this. I know what they'll do. They'll click this and be like, Dre's accusing, let's go after these people. No, I'm not.
Nope.
I know these people. I've met them. I've interacted with them on a personal level. And here's why I'm saying this. It is asinine and foolish. I get it. You want to scream to the heavens that somebody did something wrong. The courts are going to deal with it. He's burned. His channel's down. The people that did know him pulled up their stakes and walked away. And if he's exonerated, I know, big term, right, Dave? Exonerated. Yeah. If you're exonerated, meaning if you are cleared of all your crimes in the court of law, not the court of opinions, the court of law, then you are exonerated and deemed innocent. Yeah. Can we all say we know? And no offense, I'm gonna shout her out. If people that know Rowdy Rouse, I think she's great as an upcoming YouTuber. And I stress up and coming. I get that you have an opinion, that you want to feel heard, and you want to say this. I'm talking to you and the other YouTubers out there. If Big Dub, if Greg Cook, if Jetta Patrol, Sentry the Mad, Seth are not talking because they don't need to say anything, that's personal. Even though we put our lives on YouTube, my child's right there. My face is right here. Am I hiding where I live? No. But do I need to go advertise it? No. Dave and I have had beef. Dave and I have talked about a lot of things. Do we go publicize it to you guys? No. When we choose to bring things public, it's because we're allowing you into our lives. It's a glimpse. Pulling the curtain back is a wrestling term. We pull the curtain back and we shoot. We shoot, telling you the reality of what it is. But people are like, why are we not talking about it? Because again, some of us don't need to. Guess what? There's way bigger shit in the world I care about that's going on. That's way more important to my life and my family's life than what he did. He will get his time in court. Kent will get his time in court. And again, I'm not complicit with this. I'm not. Dave, if I cared anything about what I said to Dave would know. I literally said, I hope something bad happens to him if he did what he did. Now, granted, could I go and say, well, the evidence is clear as day he left? Do you realize if you work for the judicial system, again, I have family that have worked for the judicial system, actually worked for the government and still do. If you are accused of any crimes, you can no longer work for the government, not just under this current administration, but under any administration prior. You're not allowed to. Because guess what? It's an ongoing investigation. They ask you to step down from your position. If they choose to bring you back, they do. Usually, if it's a federal case. Again, that's also implicit that data has been shared. And, oh, yeah, they still follow him. They support him. That's their friend, regardless of what they know or don't know. Jeffrey Dahmer had friends.
I mean, how many times do you see in the news? Let's be honest, over the last 20, 30 years, we've all seen stories growing up where you see someone who maybe they were a murderer, they were domestic violence, choose your crime, whatever. But everyone says, "Oh, he was a churchgoer, he was a family man, he was this, he was that." You never know what people are capable of until they are in a certain set of circumstances, or until information comes out to support those theories or those worst fears. Let's be honest. Okay. And we're not coming on here to necessarily attack people. We've seen a lot of things. Okay. Is now from a certain perspective, a person can say they can mean one thing, but someone can take their words differently. This all happens. We see this happen, whether it's politics, whether it's views on a movie, whatever you want. Everyone's got their own perspective on things and their own takeaways when they hear people talk. I'm sure you guys are going to have some takeaways from this video, from this stream. But it comes down to this. There's a lot of people who are kind of making comments, who are directing their own maybe editorials. Maybe editorials is a nice way of putting it, that they're making criticisms not just on this KENTPOOL situation. And personally, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I want nothing to do with the guy. As soon as I found out the news, I unfollowed this guy. Everyone cut ties, because when you find out that someone is being accused of this thing, one, you don't want any piece of that. You don't want any association of that. You distance yourself, which is pretty much common sense right there. But we see people all over the country who are reacting, who are doing videos and streams as if this was happening in their own backyard, when this is a guy right here, where it is his own backyard. It is his home state.
And I knew the
same
person.
City. Yeah. I mean, you never know.
I'll put it to you this way. I knew Kent well enough to know this, that my comic book shop, my local comic book shop, which many a times on this channel, you guys heard me speak very loud and proud about Rebel Base Comics. And they banned him from the store because he was disrespectful of their recording policy. And that was then, and I had words about that then. And then he made comments on my videos, and people were loving it because they were like, "Oh, Dre's stirring the pot and he's talking smack to Dre." And I was like, no, it's not that at all. I know he had a way with him that people did not want to mess around with him. And that's neither here nor there, because again, did I bring that up on YouTube? I addressed something that I had heard. He got wind of it because I mentioned it was him. And of course, Jeddah and he start going back and forth about it. But why did Jeddah get quiet? For those of you that don't know, Jeddah is actually based here, operates in the same town I live in. Like, I do know where he lives because I've seen him around. And his business, which is very fruitful here, is not something he wants to get out there, that he knew somebody, when he is rather in the 1/6 scale community, very well known. Greg Cook, a grandfather, a husband, big in the toy community as well, slept up here many a times because of Kent, and they were thick as thieves. Again, what is it our business? Is it my business? I don't care. But it seems to be this bug up our asses, and I'm going to say collectively Toy Tube. Brick would be proud of me because he knows that when I get like this, he likes when I'm like this because it fires me up. I think it's a load of shit. I don't care. Did we not look at the government falling around us? Did you look at the fact that the economy's falling around us? Did you look at the fact that toy collecting is falling? Did we look and care about sicknesses running around? Did we care about the deaths that are going around? Did we care about poverty? Did we care about joblessness? Do we care about any of that? No, we're going to talk about one person in an isolated incident here in North Carolina that was traced by the FBI. And because it got traction on the news, people want to talk about it. LA Knight, let me talk to you. It ain't our fucking business. Yeah. If it was our business, I would know. I didn't even know. Dave told me after he heard from somebody else, which I'm going to shout him out when he heard from Archer. He heard from Archer. He texted me 5 minutes later. Was like, did you hear about this? And I was like, oh shit. I didn't wake my wife up. He was asleep. And my wife's like, oh shit. My mother-in-law the next day tells me, hey, did you hear about this? And I was like, my cousin, who's an ex-cop, her husband, a current cop. It became a thing because they know what I do as a hobby. And then I take time away from YouTube. And then in all this time I've been away from YouTube, I haven't wanted to do a video. I have not had the energy to want or the love for this shit. Because I lost love for the hobby. Not my best friend and my brother. Not that at all. Not for you guys. I lost love with this hobby. And all I keep hearing is this. We're going to talk about being mad at KENTPOOL. Okay, I'm mad at him too. But is it? I hope restitution is paid. And much like Van and Jordan said on their live stream, if you have such an issue with it, go donate to charity. Turn your negativity into something positive. Stop posting it for clicks. Stop posting it to everything. Big Dub. Do you know Big Dub didn't even go on YouTube? Big Dub made a comment on his Facebook, personal Facebook. Made one comment, said all this hate going around. Here's some shelters. But I'm going to address you, Riles, because I guess maybe I don't know you personally, but you interact with a lot of the guys and girls down here in North Carolina, because that's your thing. And that's cool. That's cool. But I want to address this to you directly. You have to watch what you say, because what you're saying is very accusatory. And it can be deemed and denoted as defamation of character. As a father and a friend to you, I'm not your daddy, but I'm your friend. And I'm going to tell you, watch what you say. Because what you're saying is very slanderous. And you can levy some heavy stuff against you. You're up and coming. I get it. You're very well known by a lot of people like D Amazing. D Amazing knew KENTPOOL too. I don't hear him hollering. What was it? What's his name here? The one that's all the way on the other side, the wrestling guy. He's another big YouTuber. Jetta Patrol, big on YouTube. They're not talking. There's a reason. It's not complicit. Another big word I'm using. They're not agreeing with his behavior. They have lives that they don't want this hobby to blow up their personal life.
Mm-hmm. Now, I just want to bring up about Rolando. Rolando brings up about a YouTuber from last year, Blue Harvest, British YouTuber, and caught, accused of the same things, and he was arrested, just very similar to KENTPOOL, and he also vanished because, things, evidence came out, and what happened, and by us doing this live, doing this video, we are not showing support to KENTPOOL in any shape or form. He was arrested. They gathered evidence. He's going to go through the process, and eventually, if he's guilty, he's going to do the time, and whatever happens. If he's innocent, I mean, nothing's ever going to be the same. But obviously, we're of the mindset that definitely that's not going to be that's most likely may not be the case. But there's a lot of people who are. It's the approach. We're not saying that what you're saying is 100% false, but also when it comes to social media, whatever you are saying kind of sticks. Okay, YouTube is forever. You can try to delete things, but people can clip your videos. People could be screen recording your videos, so nothing
Hey
is
Dave,
ever
hey
100%
Dave,
gone.
any of those people that are jumping up and down screaming at the top of their lungs about this, are there any of them dads? Do any of them have daughters that
Not
are
that
the
I'm aware
age?
of.
Any of them have the age demographic that he was looking at in those pictures? Because guess what? I do. I do too. I have one. She's asleep right now upstairs. And she's active on social media now. And I have my trepidations about it. And I warn her. She plays Roadblocks. I warn her. She's a smart kid, a good kid. And as much as I can protect her, I can't protect her from everything. And guess what? This hobby does lend itself to some weird people. You're looking at two of them right now. The difference is I'm not him. And putting everybody in a box, and I'm not jumping to defend again. I'm not defending the behavior. I'm not defending the person. I'm defending his friends. Because you know what? It doesn't make you complicit to not say anything. Do y'all know Big Dub's life? Yeah, Big Dub has his whole life on YouTube for everybody to know. Seth has his life pretty much up there for everybody to know. Greg Cook, same thing. Everybody I've said and rattled off. But has Figure Fight Club? He's a North Carolina guy. Purple Gang jumped up and said something, and they stopped it. They said, "We discuss this no more." So how about I'm gonna borrow from them again, Jordan and Van. This is for you guys. Shout out to them. Support. Go find a charity. Go donate to your church. Do something positive in the community. Don't turn a blind eye, but stop rattling pitchforks at everybody. It sounds asinine and stupid. And again, I don't hide, but I chose to come out of semi-retirement to address this because it pisses me off. If I'm watching YouTube and I'm trolling in the videos, that's what I'm doing. I still support my friends. He was big in a lot of different communities. He burned himself. This shit, like Dave said, positive or negative, guess what? For the rest of his life, he ain't gonna ever be on YouTube. He cannot post his face anywhere, locally anyway, without getting his ass kicked. His friends will forever have shame on him. Think about that. Think about that. He will have shame for the rest of his life if he didn't do it. And if he did do it, for anybody that didn't know, in jail, they do things. There's two people that got in jail. And I don't even need to complete the rest of that thought. Just fill in the blanks and Google that one. But again, why am I addressing like Uncle Tim Rance, who probably will never watch this video? But if you do, you're not wrong for how you approach this. You're not supporting it. You were just like, man, if he's innocent, he's innocent. But damn, it sucks. And it sucks for the community. And Rowdy, again, you're new to YouTube. I get you're blowing up. Don't hitch your wagon to this. All your other content I've been supportive of, and I will stay being supportive of you, but don't attach your wagon to this. If you're angry at this and you're mad at it, I get it, but don't use the platform you have to spread negativity. I'm not. And I'm a dad with 2 daughters and a son, and I'm not spreading that. I have several sisters. I have several female friends. I have several colleagues I would not condone this behavior against. but I'm not gonna sit here and spread hate and anger. I want to spread the message that everybody's been saying. This is about plastic and figures and make believe ideas that we loved as children. Stop spreading hate. You want to clip my video? Clip my video. Clip Dave's video. Dave and I will gladly go on any stream and tell anybody what we're saying because we don't hide. But damn sure, stop it.
No mask and sunglasses like some commenters out there.
Oh no, you can say it. Ultron.
Ultron too.
I get you want to not be out there, but once you put your face on a camera, dude, I get this is my face. Yeah. I'm on camera. I'm just telling you that I get where you're coming from, and you don't like what happened. Again, another YouTuber that's I'm not about numbers, but folks, both of y'all combined aren't at the numbers of Grey Cook. Both of y'all combined aren't even a fraction of the numbers of Jeddah Patrol, and they're well known. Did I? I don't know if I did. Send me one on Facebook. But I'm keeping it a buck. Like I said, I'm not trying to shout you two out in a negative way. I'm trying to tell you all, you guys are young, you guys are good. Keep your comments about your toys, about video games, whatever the content that you do. But stop.
I mean, there's a way to think about, because let's be honest, when we're young, I mean, let's be honest, me and Dre, we're in our 40s. Now, when we were younger,
I'm 47.
Okay.
I own that.
You can be 47. I'm not 47 yet.
You're 46 and like 3/4. Shut the hell up. You 90% of the way there.
But the point that I'm getting at is this, guys. There are very volatile situations. There's very dangerous situations that can happen. Not physically, but maybe verbally, mentally. And the thing is, a lot of times we react. We get something sparks a reaction in us, and we feel we have to respond. Well, there's a difference between reacting as a reflex and thinking your reaction through, thinking about the probable possibilities of what could happen and what might not happen. Okay? I mean, this is affecting the toy tuber community, let's be honest. This is a shockwave, just like last year, Blue Harvest, with everything that... This was a guy who supported almost every charity stream people would do. This guy donated to charity, but he was in the same situation as KENTPOOL that rocked the YouTube community heavily last year. Am Dubs know who I'm talking about. And here we are, a year later, we're in that same situation now. We're in that same situation where a seemingly liked and well-known, I'd say moderately known, YouTuber is in this situation. It sucks because it looks badly on the rest of us. Because I'll be honest, when people were doing toy hunts, I was the person where I never liked recording in the stores because I felt it just looked bad. You know, some people had no compunctions. Is that the right word, Dre? Compunctions?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, before you continue, look at guys like I'll shout out positive people in the community because let's like I said, let's make this a positive thing, right, Dave? Look at EC Collects.
Yes, Colin.
I know Colin for years now. Colin's a great dude, and he has no
great family man. He's a father, you know, amazing, awesome collector. Always there when you need him. Great guy. There's some amazing people out there.
Let's talk about Oz.
Oz
another one that spreads in the clubhouse. They spread nothing but positivity. Brick, Allison. I can go down the list of everybody that's great in the toy tube community, none of which live locally. And they have not once talked about it. Why? Because they are trying to spread positivity. I know we all have our moral high horses we can get on. And I've gotten on them plenty of times. Look, I'll even go in there. Yukon Phil, Chris, when we had that whole issue. Yeah, I shouted him out, Euconomist. I went after him, but Dave and I went and we had our old war out there. And we stopped. And nobody talks about it. Why should we go talk about it? What's the point?
Exactly.
What's the point? If it's dead, leave it dead. It's like a zombie. Double tap and you walk away. You know it's dead. That's honestly how I feel. Look at her. She's one of the best reasons on this planet that I love. My other daughter too. Love them. Yeah, she knows. Nod your head. You amazing. Do I need to sit and post pictures of her every day? I do, to the people that matter. To her uncle that's on the other side of this camera. To her other uncles that live in New York and other places. That's the difference. Spread positivity, not hate. I am tired of it. It makes me sick to my stomach that we have to have this video to address other adults on the behavior of another adult. Because read their comment sections, folks. If you don't believe me, go to Rowdy Rouse's videos, read her comment section. She's saying that these other people that are not saying anything are complicit and that we have evidence. I mean, no offense, sweetheart. Are you a lawyer? Because I don't have a law degree. I have a teaching degree. I have 2 degrees at that. My wife has 4. And between the two of us, we don't like it. It's disgusting. It does kind of besmirch things here. But do I go start saying that the FBI? If no, that's accusatory, and you have to watch what you say. This is a public forum that if you voice what you say, DJ is exactly right. If you keep talking about things like this and you become accusatory, guess what they can turn around and do? They can put a lawsuit on your channel and strike your channel down for slander. Do you know that's under the YouTube terms and conditions? People's channels can get taken down if they write for hate. Did you know that? If you didn't read the terms and conditions, you know?
And that's why we're trying to put this information out there, because like I said, sometimes we get heated about something, we react without necessarily thinking. It's something that we all have done about one thing or another multiple times throughout our lives. Let's be honest. Just being real about it. Okay. We are not doing this. I mean, and yes, we are doing this video in this stream knowing that there is a line in the sand that's being drawn. Some people are going to watch this and they're going to take this as attacks. We're not trying to attack anyone. We're just trying to share some knowledge out there. We're just trying to kind of give a little bit of clarity if we possibly can. Now, I understand some people may not be open to that. Some people may be. But what it comes down to is we're just saying, if you want to make videos about this situation, just try and be a little bit more, I don't necessarily want to use the word tactful, but just try and be a little bit more aware of everything, because the algorithm latches on to just about anything and everything out there. By talking about a person being accused of this ugly ass crime, I'm not even going to say heinous, it is an ugly ass crime. And anyone who is guilty of it deserves whatever they're going to get. But again, like Dre said, it is in the terms and conditions of YouTube. Okay? That turns into slander. That could turn into some serious issues for your channels. And like Dre said, Rowdy, you are an up-and-comer. I've actually been a member of your channel for a while because I liked a lot of the amazing content you've been doing. But and I know you posted a couple days ago about KENTPOOL's channel being down, which I think is great. This guy should be erased as much. I mean, as long as he's guilty, and let's be honest, everything is pointing towards that direction. And if someone's being accused of this, their content should be gone. Okay, we can erase their content. We can't erase what they did, though.
And what did Van, for those of you that have not watched the Purple Gang's like 2-hour live they did about a week and change ago, go watch that. It was actually really well said, and they spent 15 minutes of their opening of their show addressing it, saying we cannot just go wipe content clean from somebody that was there at the start. They were traumatized. This wasn't clickbait. I reached out to Van and Jordan after the show, and I spoke to them, and I got to get a vibe on that they're doing okay, and that they're really trying to be supportive of their fellow content creators here in North Carolina. Because again, if you're in my state and you're active and you're like a YouTuber, great. Because that does put a very negative blemish on us here as content creators. And I'm a nobody creator. Look, I ain't nobody special. I'm not. But I will say this. I'm not going to have people going in other states talking about an issue that it affects me negatively. How? That's like saying the war in Afghanistan affects me personally. It can. My taxes. Does it mean, do I have a brother that's at war right now? No. Exactly. I mean, again, I'm not condoning his actions. Not condoning his actions. He's scum. Kent will get what he gets. Trust me. Court of Opinion's already ruled out on him. They already said he's guilty. Court of Appeals and courts of justice, we'll see what happens. But again, I'm talking from a legal standpoint. I'm not slandering him. I'm not going after his friends. But I will stand up because some of those friends y'all are going after are friends of mine. Stop. I don't put y'all's life on blast. Don't put theirs. Don't look for the legal problems. And I'm saying that as a warning. You're going to put yourself in a position to lose your channel and possibly get a lawsuit. Ask Dave. I'm part of that club that when you fuck around, you find out with me because of my temper. And I'm telling y'all, don't fuck around and find out with that. Because I've put people in legal problems.
Wait, you got a temper?
Just a little one.
Okay.
Her name is Lorelai, and she's right over there. Yeah. Actually, here, you want to say something?
Yeah.
You want to say 4 letters?
4 letters.
1 word. Yeet.
Yeet.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, Thanos.
Oh, Ivan, welcome to the stream.
And that was my piece. I wasn't planning to stay longer than that. I wanted to say that, and exactly. That's how you know exactly how he ended it on Monday Night Raw when he said that. He did 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet, mic drop. Cue my music. That's where we are. Y'all want to keep going on and talking about it? Be positive. Go do something positive with your lives.
Yeah,
Put
like
good
like Dre said, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. And especially, I mean, in the toy tuber space, prices, tariffs, you know the deal. And let's be honest, I mean, we're seeing rounds of that certain C word from back in 2020 making its rounds back. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. Life is too short.
Actually, shout out to T3 Collects. I'm glad he's feeling better because he had that C word.
Yeah, that C word, you know, the Backstreet Boy reunion tour, COVID, it's still bouncing around and people are still getting knocked off their feet from it. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, guys. Life is too short. You're right, DJ. I mean, we can't argue with that. Hashtag Daggerheart. Hashtag Daggerheart.
Hashtag Daggerheart. Hashtag Play Marvel Rivals. Hashtag Season 4 starts next Friday. Hashtag get yourselves right. Enjoy life. There are better things.
And Dubs, it does my heart good to see you pop up on a stream. You and I need to organize a stream hangout sometime soon. And maybe we need to.
I got to get with him locally. He's not that far.
AM Dubs, I think we need to reach out to a good old friend of ours and maybe bring back the Sunday night hoedown. You know who I'm talking about. So maybe I'll send him out an email. We'll get something on the books. He says I want it that way. Talking about the Backstreet Boy reunion tour.
I love it, Mega. You had to say it. I love it.
But guys, we haven't done a stream together in a while, because life has been, well, life does not stop. Life does not slow down. Dre's had a lot of stuff going on in his life.
Still do.
Bigger and better things are coming through the pipeline for him, off screen, on screen. Guys, stay tuned.
Shout out to that. Shout out to Dave. Uncle
Well,
Dave made that for
they
me.
can't see it. It's all the way in the back there.
Yeah, but
Dre
only
the
place I
Geek
had to
Dad,
say,
the Geek Glare.
I got
So,
my sign.
it was a sign, all right. Sign of going out of business. No, but no, seriously. We, once schedules align, maybe you guys will see the outer dimension.
Oh, we'll
The
be
brothers
back.
of deconstruction. We took a hiatus before, but we came back, guys. So
So
this,
look, I want to address what Brick said to me a long time ago. And Brick said this.
wash, rinse, repeat.
And shout out to you, Brick, because it meant a lot when you said it. Don't forget about the people that helped you build this, that you built this community for. And you're right. I'm not. But right now, my headspace is not in a good space, and the time is just not aligned correctly.
Nope.
Once those align better, which 2026 may be that time, we'll see. If that's the time, we'll be back. But like a sporadic video like this from time to time may be the case. I don't know. Again, I'm pissed off and I had to speak my mind, and Dave was the only one that, I told him, I said, let's make a fucking video real quick. So that's what we did.
I was like, he said, let's make a video. I said, hey, let me fire up the old StreamYard.
He literally, it's like you could tell he dusted off. It's like he took the blanket off of everything. Like, wow, it's a stream again. But it's like exactly that. Like I said last time, it's not that we're not going to be back. I'm not ready to be back yet. Once we are,
I'm doing a lot of 3D printing. We're all just got a lot of things going on.
Beware, folks. As you can see, even the setup's changed because there's a wrestling ring here. There's also a Money in the Bank ring up here.
And then you guys can't see the steel cage above his head at the top of the ceiling.
No, look, right now you can see it right there. It is up here in the back. The Spider-Man Hot Toys, and then it's the Money in the Bank. You can see the little crane holding it. I haven't put any figures up there yet.
So,
but yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. I'll hit AMW. I got your message. I'll hit you up in a little bit.
Yep.
I listen. Just because I was angry doesn't mean I don't love everybody I do. I love my brother here. It was good to come back on, even if it was only for these 40 minutes to speak our minds. I'm gonna now go take some Tylenol, get some tea, relax.
He's gonna woosah,
because I got work tomorrow morning. Well, not tomorrow afternoon, and Dave's got work tomorrow, and we're gonna relax, enjoy the rest of our nights, and fuck off and not care about everything else. Because again, there's better things to be worried about.
Oh, I'm still gonna be awake for a few hours because I'm trying to work on the printer. I'm trying to fix it.
I know. I was just saying you're gonna be in a better mood mindset. Exactly. Everybody. I love everybody.
AM Dubs. Guys, if you don't know, follow my this is another brother of mine. America's Most Wanted. He's one of the coolest cats you'll ever find, from comedy to everything. This guy is a trip and a half. But guys, I'm going to set AM Dubs. We're going to set something up soon. We're going to do a stream that nobody's going to see coming. We're just going to have a hangout stream and see what's what. Okay?
That's what's up.
But until next time, guys. Whoa. William H. Grimsley gracing us. Author, gamer, streamer extraordinaire. Hey. So just, if anyone is just tuning in right now, please rewatch the stream. You'll see the gist of what's going on. We needed to clear some air because we've been seeing just a lot of chaos and insanity out there. Usually I love chaos and insanity, but not this kind. There's a lot of hate, but the more attention we're bringing to the hate, we're not making people necessarily aware of it. We're kind of creating and stoking that fire of hate in other spots, and we don't want that to happen. Okay? Life is too short. If you don't stop and look around, you just might miss it. But guys, until next time, you know what we're going to say. We say it every single time.
Catch on the flip side.
I was waiting for you to do the portal.
Watch your head. Oh, wait, watch your head on the. It's been a while. let me go. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, watch your head on the way out of the portal. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Later, guys. Bye. Acknowledge him.
Dre and Dave hit it hard in the dark, spinning tales from the void, never bark. Movie shows, they tear apart. Dimensions clash, they ignite the spark.